Hi everyone, welcome back to the Fragrance Direct YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing my birthday makeup look today, so if you want to see how I created my plum lip with a light golden eye, please do stick around. To start my birthday makeup, I'm going to actually be using some sellotape. You can use masking tape, you can use medical tape. We just want to tape some of this underneath the eye in a diagonal from the corner of the eye up to the eyebrow, and this is going to help us get a nice sharp line for our eyeshadow. Once your sellotape is in place, I'm then going to start with the eyeshadow. For my birthday look, I am using the Victoria's Secrets palette here. We've got some lovely dark shades and some lighter colours, and I'm going to be using these gold tones at the top across here. So I'm going to start with the gold colour, and I'm going to apply this all over my lid and into my socket as well. I'm just going to keep building that up until I am happy with the pigment and the colour. Once you are happy with the pigment, I'm then going to go in with a slightly lighter beigey gold here, and I'm going to apply that to the whole of the lid, but I'm not going to go into the crease of the eye this time. Again, you can build this up to as much pigment as you would like, and I prefer to use a technique of patting it onto my eyelid. Once you are happy with that, we are now going to remove the sellotape, and I'm just going to grab it and peel upwards. As you can see, these eyeshadows aren't super pigmented, but they leave a really nice metallic subtle colour. So if you did want to go for something with a bit more in your eyes, I would maybe suggest using some more pigmented colours. Now we're going to come back to the eyes later on to finish those off, and we are going to move on to my base. For this I'm using the Max Factor Miracle Match Foundation, and I'm going to apply it to the whole of my face using a damp makeup sponge. This is by High Definition. I'm going to apply my foundation directly to my sponge, and then I'm going to apply to the whole of my face, but I'm going to try and avoid around the eye area because I want to keep that line that we've just created using the sellotape. Depending how much coverage you want, you may want to go and do a couple of layers. So I'm going to put quite a bit of foundation on for this look, as it is a birthday / evening makeup look. Now I'm happy with my foundation, I'm going to go in with the Technic Colour Fix contour palette, and in this we've got loads of cream contours in different shades. I'm going to start by applying the product with a brush, and then we're going to blend that all in again with the beauty sponge. For my highlight and conceal, I'm going to go for this lightest shade here, and I'm going to apply this underneath my eyes, in between the eyebrows on my forehead, and down the centre of my nose. A little bit also on my cupid's bow and my chin. Then for my contour, I'm going to be ambitious as it's an evening look, and I'm going to go for this dark shade here. I'm going to start by applying underneath my cheekbones. I'm also going to apply some to underneath my chin, on the sides of my forehead near my temples, and then also down the sides of my nose. And last but not least, I'm going to apply a little bit underneath the lip here, and this should hopefully help make them appear fuller. Going in with a more neutral shade, I think I might try this one here. I'm going to apply that to either side of the dark shade for the contour that I've put underneath my cheekbone. So I'm just going to put a little bit underneath it, a little bit on top as well. And I might also just put some on the top of my forehead there, and over either side of my eyebrows, and a little bit around the outsides of my mouth. Now this is where the fun part comes in, and we're going to blend away again with your beauty sponge, and hopefully this is going to look all nice and contoured. I prefer to start with the highlight shades first on my face before going in to blend the contour, because I don't want to blend the contour into the whole of my face if I blend the dark bits first and then move to the lighter bits and there's still some on my sponge. So my tip would be to start with the highlight shades first. I'm going to also be careful near that line again. I'll go in closer to that with a little brush so we're not getting rid of the triangle that we've created. Also, having blonde hair, it is so awkward trying not to get it in your hairline. Then, as I said, I've left a little bit of product underneath the eyes because we want to try and keep the line that we created with the sellotape. So I'm also going to do a quick little highlight under my eyes as well. I'm going to use the Elizabeth Arden Highlighting Perfector pen. So we're just going to click up a little bit of product out, and then I'm going to do a very small little triangle underneath the middle of the eye on both sides. Then to blend that in, I'm going to go in with a Real Technique concealer brush, which has got a really good triangular shape, and I'm going to pat the product along with the rest of the highlighting concealer we have in the contour palette. I'm just going to tap that under the eye area. Then when it gets to the line here, I'm going to very carefully bring the product up in the same line that we created with the sellotape, and again I'm just going to use a patting motion to blend that in. Then to set that under the eyes, I'm going to go in with the NARS Olympia Duo, but instead of using the bronzer, I'm just going to use the setting highlighting powder here. Going in with a Real Techniques setting brush, I'm just going to take some of the product and I'm going to pat this again underneath the eye area. I'm also just going to take a little bit down the centre of my nose, the T-zone on my forehead where I tend to get a bit oily, and also a little bit on my chin and Cupid's bow as well. To finish off the eyes, I'm going to use the lightest metallic shade here, and I'm literally just going to use my finger and take some colour onto it, and I'm going to pat this on the middle of my eyelid there. This is just to add another nice shine and highlight to the eye. I'm going to do the same on the other one. And I'm also going to take a tiny bit into the corners of my eye as well. To blend that in a little bit, I'm just going to go in with a fluffy brush and blend out that product we've just added to the middle of the eyelid. And if you feel like after you've blended it, sometimes the pigment can kind of go a little bit because it's a lighter colour, you can just go back in and just pat a tiny bit of the product back down the middle of your eyelid. Now I'm just going to quickly curl my eyelashes, and then I'm going to be applying a little bit of liquid liner and some mascara, but if you wanted a more wow look, you could add some false lashes as well. For my eyeliner, I'm using a simple super liner, which is by L'Oreal, and this is in one of the pens which I find the most easiest to apply. And I'm just going to apply this across my upper lash line. Then I'm going to use the black eyeliner, which is in the Victoria's Secret eyeshadow palette, but you can use any eyeliner you want. And I'm going to use this to go on the inner waterline of my top lashes. For mascara, I'm just going to apply a couple of coats of the Volume Million Lashes. All the products will be also linked in the description bar below, as always. To fill in my eyebrows, I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear eyebrow pencil, and this is in their soft brown shade. So if anybody else like me struggles with barely their eyebrows, but you don't like drawing them on too dark or dyeing them, which is what I used to do, but I think it's a bit too harsh, this is actually a really good subtle shade and it fits blonde eyebrows really well. I tend to find it's hard to find an eyebrow product that isn't too orangey for blonde eyebrows, so if you also struggle with your eyebrows like I do, then I would recommend checking out this Estee Lauder pencil because it really is good and it does actually last all day. I am actually a huge fan of the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation as well, so I think all of their Double Wear products are pretty amazing. Now that the worst part of my eyebrows are out of the way, I'm going to finish off my face before we move on to the lips. And if you've watched a few of my makeup videos now, you will know that I'm absolutely obsessed with NARS Copacabana Illuminator Highlighter. It just is so good. I can't recommend this product enough. You can mix it in with your foundation and have a glowy dewy base. You can just simply use it as a highlight. You can also use it on your eyes. I just really like this product. I think it's really versatile, so as I have done before, I'm just going to be applying this to my cheekbones using my finger first, and then I'm going to blend that out with the trusty beauty sponge again. And you probably know the drill as well. I'm going to be putting this on the end of my nose and also on my cupid's bow as well. Now that the highlight is done, we can move on to my lips, and I'm using two products today. The first product is a lip pencil by Bobbi Brown, and it's in the shade Rum Raisin, and I'm going to do my usual trick of overlining my lips to make them appear that little bit fuller. And I'm also going to apply this to the whole of my lips as I would a lip colour. Then my lip colour is by Clarins and it is called Pink Camellia, so it's quite a dark pink colour, and I'm just going to apply this to the middle of my lips, both on the top and bottom lip as well. This actually smells really nice as well. It smells like when you get one of those really nice lip balms. It's quite fruity. This will also add a subtle gloss to your lip. So this is my final makeup look. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you're new. Hit that subscribe button down below, and I will see you in my next one.